Let's be honest for a second. You sit down to study with good intentions. You open your laptop, grab your notebook, tell yourself, okay, today's the day I finally lock in. And then somehow 14 minutes later, you're watching a video about how penguins propose to each other with pebbles. Your textbook is open. Your brain is not. Because your biggest enemy isn't that you're lazy. It's that your attention is constantly under attack. Your phone wants attention. Your notifications want attention. Your group chats want attention. Your brain wants dopamine every 6 seconds, like an emotionally unstable goldfish with Wi-Fi. And the worst part? Modern apps are literally designed to destroy your focus. Every scroll, every notification, every short video, tiny dopamine hits training your brain to crave novelty non-stop. Which means the moment studying becomes slightly boring, your brain instantly goes, yeah, let's leave. And honestly, that's not entirely your fault. You've been trained to struggle with focus. But here's the good news. Focus is trainable, and once you learn how to study deeply without distractions, your entire life changes. Because in a world where everybody is distracted, the ability to concentrate for long periods becomes a superpower. So let's fix this properly. Step 1. Build an anti-distraction environment. Most people think they have a discipline problem. No, they have a setup problem. They try to study while sitting next to their phone, with 38 tabs open, Spotify playing sad edits, Discord notifications exploding, and TikTok one thumb swipe away. That's like trying to diet while living inside a bakery. Your environment always wins eventually. So make distractions physically harder to access. Put your phone in another room. Not face down, not silent mode, another room. Because if it's near you, your brain is still thinking about it. Studies show even the presence of your phone reduces concentration, which is insane. A black rectangle sitting silently on your desk is already psychologically bullying your attention span. Use blockers if you need to. Apps like Forest, Cold Turkey, or Freedom can help remove temptation completely, because self-control is easier when there's nothing to resist. And tell people around you you're focusing. Seriously. Say, I'm studying for the next hour. Only interrupt me if the house is on fire. Boundaries matter. Now step 2. Stop trying to study for 4 hours straight like you're a productivity robot. Your brain doesn't work like that. People think productivity means sitting at a desk suffering endlessly, but your brain naturally works in focus cycles. That's why the 52-17 method works so well. 52 minutes of deep focus, 17 minutes of real rest, not fake rest scrolling social media. Real rest. Stretch, walk, drink water, breathe, stare at the ceiling dramatically, like a philosopher questioning existence. Your brain needs recovery periods, otherwise your attention slowly crashes without you realizing it. And here's the important part. During those 52 minutes, you focus on one thing only, not 5 things, one, which leads to step 3, the one-tab rule. Task switching destroys focus. People think they're multitasking. You're not. You're just rapidly damaging your own attention span. You cannot study biology while checking messages, opening YouTube, reading emails, and searching random questions like, could a gorilla beat a grizzly bear in a fight? Your brain needs immersion. The deeper you focus, the easier focus becomes. But every time you switch tasks, your brain loses momentum. That's why one tab matters. One subject, one mission, one target. If you're studying chemistry, then your entire screen should scream chemistry, not chemistry plus Netflix, plus memes, plus a tab titled, Signs You're Secretly a Genius. Close the extras. Go full screen. Remove visual clutter. Make your environment boring enough that studying becomes the most interesting thing available. Now step 4. Fuel your brain properly. Because some of you are trying to study on 4 hours of sleep, caffeine, and pure academic panic. Your brain is an organ, not magic. If your sleep is terrible, your focus will be terrible. If you're dehydrated, your concentration drops. If you constantly eat junk food, your energy crashes harder than your GPA after finals week. Drink water while studying. Seriously, even mild dehydration affects attention, memory, and mental performance. And eat things that stabilize energy. Nuts, fruit, dark chocolate, protein, not just energy drinks and emotional damage. And caffeine? Useful, but dangerous when abused. A little caffeine sharpens focus. Too much turns you into an anxious raccoon, vibrating through dimensions. Now step 5. Be extremely specific. Most students say, I'm going to study today. That means nothing. Your brain hates vague goals. Vague goals create vague effort. Instead, say, I'm finishing chapter 4 and solving 20 practice questions before 6 p.m. Now, your brain has direction, a clear finish line. Specific goals reduce procrastination because your mind knows exactly what needs to happen. Otherwise, you sit there pretending to study while mentally buffering like slow Wi-Fi. And here's something important nobody talks about enough. You will get distracted sometimes. That's normal. Your attention span will wander. You'll accidentally open YouTube, check notifications, start thinking about random life problems. That doesn't mean you've failed. The goal isn't perfect focus. The goal is returning faster every time you drift, because focus is not a switch. And every time you catch yourself getting distracted and bring your attention back, you're strengthening that muscle. That's how deep focus gets built. Not through perfection, through repetition. Now here's the uncomfortable truth. Studying effectively is not always fun. Sometimes it's boring. Sometimes your brain screams for dopamine, entertainment, anything except the textbook in front of you. But successful people learn something most people avoid. Your future depends on your ability to do important things even when they feel boring. That's the difference. The people who achieve extraordinary things are usually not superhuman. They're just better at staying focused when everyone else gets distracted. In a distracted world, concentration becomes rare, and rare skills become valuable. So if you can master focus, even for a few hours a day, you instantly separate yourself from most people. Not because you're smarter, because you can stay locked in longer. And honestly, that skill will help you far beyond school, work, business, goals, fitness, relationships, creativity. Everything improves when your attention improves, because your life ultimately follows your focus. So here's the system. Remove distractions. Use focused study blocks, one task at a time. Fuel your brain properly. Create specific goals. Train your attention daily. Simple, not easy, but life-changing if you actually do it. Because while everyone else keeps scrolling, drifting, procrastinating, and wondering why they can't focus, you'll be building the one skill that quietly controls everything: deep focus. And once you master that, you become dangerous.